Welcome to my next video update of, I guess, programming progress, but this one is not on another Visual Basic project. It's on a site that I've been programming from the ground up in cPanel text editor in PHP. So I'm aiming this to be a bit of a business website for selling ex-government computers, which I've been doing on eBay. But I want a website for it so I can look more professional. So I've gone ahead and started from scratch in PHP a website, and these drop downs here, they load from the database dynamically, and same with the products. So I've tried to make it as dynamic as possible so it can be managed from the website interface rather than going into the code. Here's the database. The drop down, as you can see, test, that's the titles. The hrefs aren't there because they don't link anywhere yet. I haven't made the categories. Products, just the image name there, not the image, because it take too long to load from the database. You don't really want big things in your database. They just load from this images folder. Unverified database and verified database. I can explain that. So what happens? Actually, I'll delete my entry from the database so I can re-register. So now for register, this works. As far as strictness, there's no strictness on the names. Mobile has to be 10 digits, integers. Email just has to have an @ symbol. I'll show you what happens if I put an email that's already in the database. Email already exists in the database. So if I log in with a different email, not with that one, I'll use this email. Redirects me to the login page. I can then log in. I've spent about 5 days on this. Of pretty intense. I guess I've put a lot of effort in those 5 days. So if I go back to inbox, I've done this a fair bit on this email, and that's a randomly generated code, verification code, so I can verify my account, and it could be any of 1 million possible verification codes. And now I'm verified. So if I go back to the name, and now it says unverified next to my email, and if I click back on account, it now says verified. And what's happened is, I was originally only in the unverified database with this registration, but once I verified myself and the code that I entered, which got emailed to me, matched the code that was saved to the database, the entry was then moved to the verified database. And when you log in, it checks to see if you're in the verified database and logs you in as verified. But if you're not in the verified database, it will then check the unverified database and log you in as unverified. So you copied to the verified database rather than moved. And that's pretty much all I've got to show. Actually, that's not dynamically loaded because I haven't updated the index to this to the logged in success.php yet. But this is already pretty much mobile friendly, as I've created scaling with my CSS. I've made it in VHs and percentages, so it fits nicely on any screen, and you don't really run into a problem where some text is too big or too small on a certain screen. It scales very nicely. It's mobile friendly pretty much. So if you're on mobile, this is how it works. You tap up there. I've tried it on iOS, and then I've tried it on Android as well, and then you just can tap anywhere here, and if you want to get out of it, you just tap down here. and then all the products are ordered vertically rather than horizontally. But if
Hey,
you,
man. Hey.
oh yeah, oh sorry, I was just doing a video. I didn't even realize it's in Discord.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
mate.
but that's pretty much all I've got to show. Logout works. It's a session in PHP. So if I go to the link again, I'm still logged in. Log out. Refresh this. Logged out. Thank you for watching my video update.